So for Saturday night's main event, we have Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre in a steel cage. I really think that Drew McIntyre needs this win. I really, really do. He got the win at WrestleMania though, which sucks. So it's very possible that Damian Priest does go over here. I just wouldn't understand the reasoning for it. Because I think Drew McIntyre getting the win against Damian Priest could eventually lead to Drew McIntyre versus John Cena. I just don't know if you want to do heel versus heel. That's the only issue there. And I don't think you want to turn Drew McIntyre back into a face either. That doesn't really make any sense. And I think if you have Drew McIntyre feud with John Cena, it's going to turn him back into a face. Unless the goal is to turn Drew McIntyre back into a face, then sure, why not? But I don't know. It's like Drew McIntyre needs this, but I feel like Damian Priest, you know what? Actually, no, I think Drew McIntyre needs this more because I think Damian Priest should go take a break. I don't think Damian Priest needs to be here for a while. I think he should go take like a few months off because after this feud, what the hell does Damian Priest do? He's just going to be floating around the roster. Like, there's literally nothing for the man to do at all. There's no big feud you can put him in. Sure, you could have him go against Jacob Fatu, but it's like, kind of already seen that once. I think we might also seen that twice last year, I think. I feel like we've seen Damian Priest for Jacob Fatu last year. It might have been earlier this year as well, though. It's one of the two, but I know for a fact that we've seen Damian Priest versus Jacob Fatu. So it's like, maybe you can get that. Sure, maybe you do Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu, but then are we going to get the same exact thing of Solo Sikoa gets involved, Samoan Spike? Oh, like, ow, hit my damn crystal. Like, are we going to get that happening? No. Well, no, we probably are going to get that happening because the mad interferences. But, like, that's why I don't really want Drew McIntyre going against Jacob Fatu because I don't need a repeat of the whole Bloodline storyline that happened. What was that? Clash of the Castle, I think that was? Yeah, Clash of the Castle 2022? Maybe 21? It was 22. No, because 22, because that was the first War Games year. That was Bloodline versus Brawling Brutes and Drew McIntyre and Kevin Owens. Really odd pairing right there. But yeah, no, so I don't need like that whole storyline to play out again. We have Drew McIntyre going against the Bloodline for X amount of more years and all that stuff. And it's just, no, I honestly need the Bloodline to implode as well. We need to just get rid of both of these factions now. Bloodline, Judgment Day, boom, sayonara, have a good one. You served your purpose. Go ahead and get on out of here, all right? Though we can get some new factions. And if we need to get new factions, or kind of just cool it with the factions for a little while, because I don't think that we need to always have factions every single time, unless, you know, it benefits something. I feel like right now the factions aren't really benefiting much in my opinion. But yeah, no, I don't think Drew McIntyre should get with them. So that's the reason why I don't want him to win, because I don't want Drew McIntyre's win to lead to Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu. But I also don't think Damian Priest needs to do it either though. But I don't know where either one of these guys go after this, because you're not putting them against John Cena. John Cena is facing off against CM Punk at WrestleMania. I mean, that might happen as well, but no, John Cena is facing off against CM Punk at Money in the Bank. We're stamping that. We're not doing anything else. We should not get Drew McIntyre. We should not get anybody else. I don't care if John Cena wants to ruin wrestling. He can try to ruin wrestling all he wants. I will make sure that John Cena faces CM Punk at Money in the Bank. I will make sure of it. I got a crowbar and they got kneecaps. I think John Cena got kneecaps. I don't really know. He might be on his Nikita wave as well. But I'm going to say this. I think Drew McIntyre wins because Damian Priest is going to probably take some time off, go do some other things. I think he has even like a movie that he's reported to be shooting as well in the future. So I think Drew McIntyre is going to get the win here. It's going to kind of suck for Damian Priest because it's like two big losses now at WrestleMania and then at this special. So it kind of sucks for him. But I think Drew McIntyre does get the win here. Also, I don't think we're going to get any other matches. I don't see any other matches getting added to this card. Maybe we get a women's championship match, but we just had Nia versus Tiffany. Maybe they do Naomi Jade. So I'll say this. If they do Naomi Jade at Saturday night's main event, I think Naomi gets the win. You cannot have the same thing happen with Drew and Damian that happens with Naomi and Jade where the faces, well, not the face, but where someone's going up 2-0. Naomi needs to win to solidify her as as a top heel, to solidify her heel run. I think she desperately needs this win. Even if she gets it in a cheating way, it probably should be a street fight as well. We kind of need a stipulation on this now. But if Naomi versus Jade does happen, Naomi's going to go over. As far as Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker versus CM Punk and Sami Zayn, I think CM Punk and Sami Zayn lose. Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker desperately need this win. They've already taken one loss. Then you had the stuff happen this past week as well on Monday Night Raw. They look pretty weak there because because CM Punk and Sami got over on them, right? Did they? Yeah, they did, right? Yeah, because Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker went running, right? I think. I remember them going off running because I remember Jey Uso getting hit by Logan Paul at the end and him doing that weird face that was like, that was really weird. I don't know. I was kind of scared, to be honest. I think they did go over, but even then, Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker just need this win. They desperately need this win. CM Punk, Sami Zayn do not need a win at all. And if I think it's gonna happen, what's gonna happen does happen. I think CM Punk and Sami Zayn are going to be protecting this match because I'm just gonna kind of go to the John Cena R-Truth stuff. I think John Cena is gonna whoop on R-Truth. He is going to beat the dog shit out of R-Truth, to the point where I think CM Punk does come out to protect R-Truth, and then John Cena circles back, hits him. He's gonna run out of the ring, circle back, and then start hitting CM Punk with a steel chair, probably going for the leg or something like that, going for the STF, and then Sami Zayn's probably gonna come out, help out CM Punk. CM Punk's gonna say he's good to go during the match, and this is where I think CM Punk and Sami Zayn are going to lose. Maybe Sami Zayn turns heel here. I don't really want him to turn heel and align with the damn group, but if he turns heel and doesn't align with the group, great. If he does, Bloodline 2.0 it's literally the Bloodline 2.0. We already got Bloodline 2.0. Yeah, see, no, this is why we can't have Drew McIntyre going against Jacob Fatu and them. We cannot have two repeated storylines. There's no way that we can do this. Like, no, please don't do this, man. So I think CM Punk and Sami Zayn are gonna take the loss here. I think this might be where Sami Zayn does turn heel. I think he's probably gonna go after CM Punk during the match or leave during the match, one of the two. Maybe we get a Sami Zayn CM Punk feud. No, because we have to get CM Punk and John Cena. Actually, I don't know how the hell we're gonna get to that. If Sami Zayn turns heel, how the hell do we get to CM Punk versus John Cena? No. So do they win? No, there's no way CM Punk and Sami Zayn are winning, right? No, that can't happen. We cannot have Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker lose. But I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know how the hell we get from this to CM Punk versus John Cena. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense in my opinion. I'm gonna just say that Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker win here, and I don't think Sami Zayn turns heel. No, because there's just literally zero way we can get to CM Punk and John Cena. Because, like, what? Sami's going to turn heel on CM Punk, and then he's going to say, well, let me just go fight John Cena, even though Sami Zayn just beat my ass after the match. Like, no, it's not going to make any sense. I think if anything does happen here, the third member of this group, or the fourth member of this group, I guess. Third? Well, because Paul Heyman's there, so. The third wrestling member of this group joins the group. I think that's how CM Punk and Sami Zayn end up losing, and then Sami Zayn goes after that person, and CM Punk goes after John Cena. No, actually, you know what could happen? John Cena could interfere in this match. Like, if CM Punk interferes in John Cena's attack, John Cena could interfere in this match, going after CM Punk, and then Sami Zayn is left to fight Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker alone, and then that leads to CM Punk versus John Cena, and then maybe Sami Zayn cost CM Punk the match, and that leads to CM Punk feuding with Sami Zayn, and then Sami Zayn joins the group. Maybe? Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. There we go. I'm going with that right there. So yeah, Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker will win this match. As far as the main event, Jey Uso versus Logan Paul, this is gonna be a horrible main event. There's just no way I can see this match being good. I'm gonna be real with you. This is literally the match to just not watch. Oh man, this match is gonna be awful because who's leading the match? John Cena. I was gonna say John Uso, funny enough. Jey Uso? Like, I mean, if he leads the match, maybe it'll be good because Logan Paul cannot lead that match. My goodness, no way. We're gonna talk about that in a second as to why he cannot, but no. Not after the AJ Styles debacle. Please, no, he cannot lead the match. So I guess Jey Uso's gonna win here. I don't see Jey not winning. There's no way we're actually getting Logan versus Gunther on June 9th. No, we're getting Jey Uso versus Gunther. I could see possibly a world where we get Jey versus Gunther versus Logan Paul to protect Jey and Gunther, have Logan Paul eat the pin. Maybe we could do that. I just don't really know how we would get there. Maybe what we have happen is Logan Paul gets caught cheating during the match and loses. Maybe Jey Uso wins with like a small package, and then Logan Paul's not done with him, and that leads to Logan versus Jey versus Gunther, because they are setting up Logan and Gunther. Yeah, I think Jey Uso wins here, but not in like a finisher way, in some kind of like small package. Maybe he wins via DQ because Logan Paul does something, Seth and them get involved. Also, I really hope that Logan Paul is not the next member of the group. I mean, Seth was talking about running it back with him because, you know, he's helping the guy out and all that stuff. But, oh, man, I really hope he's not the third member of the group, or the third official wrestling. He's not a wrestler either, so there's that. But no, all in all, I think Saturday Night's Main Event is going to be whatever. I'm going to be tuned in. I'm going to watch it, obviously, because I like to watch wrestling. I don't really care if I think the promotion's on the decline, if I think the promotion's on the incline, if I think the promotion's kind of just, you know, climbed. I'm going to watch it because I'm just a wrestling fan. I enjoy watching wrestling. This is probably going to be one of those ones where, like, I think a lot of big things will happen. The matches will not be that great, in my opinion. Besides, like that steel cage, I think the steel cage will be elite. That's going to be a really, really damn good match.